Well, hello. I have a new PNG tuber. It feels weird using it, but I'm just glad it's working. So let's pick up where I left off last night. I haven't been on the game since yesterday because I didn't want to accidentally progress any story. I'm just gonna shut my window. I keep forgetting how long these loading screens are for me. I also apologize about if you hear any dogs. They are my neighbor's ones this time round, not my own. It's either that or my PNG tuber is just very reactive tonight. Come on. Shouldn't take you too long to load. We just need the geo sigil to load it now. Okay, we are back. Okay. Let's just do the quick claim everything. Hi.
Streamers that just follow.
Thank you for following. Okay. Got my... oh, I can do my 10 pull. I am doing great. I managed to save up enough wishes for a 10 pull, and so I'm considering doing that, like right now. But then I also want to save for Kanichi, so I'll just do it. I saved enough, why not? I have a feeling it's going to be a weapon. It's another Bennett. I already have, this will be like C4 or 5 now. Oh, and another Kachina. Nice. Didn't realize I got 2 4 stars. It's a lot of bows. And emerald orbs. Okay.
Every journey has its fun.
Sorry, Zhongli, I have to cut you off. I'm busy. I have been streaming since last week.
Wine tastes the same as I remember.
I have streamed before, but I just didn't get into it fully. Oh, he's C5. Okay, I will. If I get him again, I am not going to give him his constellation because I don't want it. Okay, cool. So that's that. I tend to play a variety of games. Like mainly now at the moment it's Genshin, but I do kind of like to sort of chill, like Slime Rancher, or like I have been playing Red Dead a bit today, though I have to stop really quick because I can't. It takes me ages to get into things. But yeah, mainly just Genshin at the moment.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across
into the wind.
I mean, yeah, I used to be a games design student, so I tried to keep my options varied. Ooh, I do like Cyberpunk. I only recently finished the DLC, but I have it on console, so I can't really stream it that well. Although I would have loved to have streamed Cyberpunk. Right, where am I going? That's the question. Okay, it's 400 meters away. If I just... Do I have a teleport point near it? I do, but I haven't been there, so I will go over here. And considering as Genshin is on an external SSD because of storage space issues, it's why I have the long loading times. I am considering moving it back to my current laptop storage so that the loading times don't take as long. Gotta get into that good content, not just loading screen simulator. I mean, a lot of this is just me running around doing nothing, but... What's attacking me? Oh. Whatever it is stuck in a tree.
Illusion shattered. One with nature.
What even was it? A mushroom, I think. I have another... Oh, I had an Acquaint Fate. How many of those do I have? One. I'll just do one. I don't tend to do these ones very often, so it doesn't really matter if I hold on to it. Though this is tempting again. Can I buy any more? It's the question. Okay. I'll start stocking up for another one. Okay, I see the teleport point on the map, so that's a good sign. But I don't see it in person. I have a feeling it's there. Okay, I'm gonna wait until the morning, so it's better light. Okay, daytime. Bounce. Okay, let's go a bit further to here.
We finally made it to Caravan just past this wall is the desert, huh? Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this tall, it's gotta be the divine work of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right?
I wouldn't even imagine wanting to climb that, but it is impressive.
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
Oh, hello, Alhaitham.
Huh?
Where did he come from?
Over here.
Oh, no, he's not.
Wait, let's hurry up and follow him.
I don't want to chase him.
What the? Where did he go? How did we lose him? They were just here a second ago.
More Eremite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time? Anyway, Traveler, it seems like we were being followed again.
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago.
Thank you, Alhaitham.
There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of personal favors. All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's a habit I developed at the academia.
You really give Paimon a scare, Alhaitham. We never thought we'd run into you here. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the academia? Wait, don't tell Paimon that you're here to take us back on their orders.
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the academia's hit list. I can't say that I didn't expect it. However, had I wished to turn you over to the academia, don't you think you'd already be the Eremites' honored guests by now?
Oh, right. You do have a point.
Oh, did you participate in the Sage's big project?
I have no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar, I've always belonged to the camp that promotes researcher autonomy. And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer.
So you were actually looking for me?
Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Unfortunately, I've run into some difficulties. Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert and was eventually moved to Port Ormos. If I am to get to the bottom of this, I must understand how the capsule first came to be. Which brings me back to you, and why you're so interesting. The leader of Ainur Ahmar used the Divine Knowledge Capsule right in front of you, and upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed, and you were lost in thought for quite some time. To have that kind of reaction, I think you must have realized something. Are you interested at all in sharing what you've been hiding from me?
I've been hiding things? Or I've probably just forgotten part of the story.
Alhaitham, you really have a ridiculous eye for detail. What kind of person even notices or remembers stuff like that?
The situation is a little complicated.
So that's your answer. Well, I do work for the academia after all. So considering that, it is indeed wise to keep your cards close to your chest.
There was something missing? What was missing? I mean, if you're telling me there's something missing, then I kind of want to know. I do, but it's mainly for personal use at the moment. I mean, I don't just give out my Discord to people I don't know. I mean, I do have Twitter that is public, and it's the same name on here as well. If you have that, then I think my DMs are open over there. I don't really know, I don't really use it much, but it is I know my profile is public.
But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Am I right? No matter. Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I'd still prefer to investigate on my own. Speaking of, you two are also headed to the desert?
That's right. We have the same plan as you. But we don't really have any concrete goals at the moment.
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert, so it'll probably have more resources and intel than anywhere else. Well, would you like to head there together?
Sure, let's head there together.
It's always better to travel with someone you know. Let's go!
Ooh, I remember to check in. So I have my sweet madams. I really need to clear out my mail. Okay, I can just head to the Statue of the Seven, because I did go down there a while ago.
Before us lies Aru Village, the safe haven of the desert folk.
Whoa. This landscape is really something else. What a cool place! Let's go check it out!
I gotta say, Genshin's cinematography has gotten better over the years.
Words to each other before now at the Academia. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamatra's wrath?
Oh, Hatham. Do not think you can escape my judgment, just because you managed to escape my attack.
Judgment? So that's how you characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me. Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the Matra, as well you know.
Seemed to me more like your own personal touch.
Who is that, Al-Hatham? Did you call him General Mahamatra?
Yes. General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra at the Academia. He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic crimes.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Al-Haytham, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth. I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer. Otherwise, there will be consequences.
I mean, I wouldn't stand back and do nothing.
Has Al-Haytham done something wrong? Hyman doesn't think he's as bad as you've made him out to be.
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Al-Haytham, I saw it during our fight. Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes Amatra's senses.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
So you did lie to us.
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What does this capsule mean to you? And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, are you all alone in the desert? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious? If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the Academia?
Is it a mission from the sages?
I should have known you'd be difficult to deal with.
You two? Ugh! What you would do, Traveler? Paimon feels like we can't trust either of them.
Well, look at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous over there.
Idea.
Dia? Great! Finally, someone that we can trust! You gotta help us out here, otherwise these two are gonna start fighting again!
Yeah, sure looks that way. Two giants from the Academia duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day, that's for sure. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other. But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect these grounds.
They're still looking for an opportunity to attack.
Hey, did either of you hear a word I just said?
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so strong! Is this a sandstorm? Paimon's gonna get blown away!
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Oh my, it's Candace.
Over here, quickly! We have to take cover!
Someone's calling for us! Oh, this wind is too strong! Let's get over there!
That sounded like Candace. Come on, you two. Jeez, are all of you Academia folks such hard work? Move it!
All right, stop yelling.
Another cutscene? Yeah. Well, this is interesting. We're just all not saying anything.
Well, this is pretty awkward. Hey, wanna play sardines with three people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun. The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru Village.
Ah, our savior has come at last! Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's Paimon. Thank you so much for helping us.
You have my gratitude.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister. Unlike those guys over there.
Alright, now that we're all better acquainted, we shall return to the topic at hand. As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar, even before the sandstorm started. And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us. So please, have an honest and sincere conversation with one another, and put your hostile feelings to rest. If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Oh, on second thought, Paimon may have misjudged Candace's character.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
Alright, we got it, Candace.
That's what I like to hear. So, which of you will begin?
I was supposed to be a mediator, but might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two should probably start talking.
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself. While Al-Haytham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Huh? Exile yourself?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual progress. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none other than Grand Sage Azar himself. I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me. I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. He even said to me, "The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us."
So they really are up to no good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge. The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the academia of today.
So you then decided to exile yourself.
I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see nor predict my actions. I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority. Once I find the truth, I will administer judgment by my own name.
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. We're all investigating the sages. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary.
But it is still early to trust him completely.
Well, Sino, if that's your story, then why did you see Al-Haytham as a target?
When I was investigating the matter in the academia, I overheard a conversation between Alhaitham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this, Alhaitham?
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the Divine Knowledge Capsule, and I think we deserve an explanation.
So the sages were watching me from the very beginning.
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the Traveler.
I'll hate them!
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment, I can give you a glimpse of divine knowledge.
The most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contain one key piece of information, namely that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone, even as a reward? So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing to this rather than collaborating with the sages. Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ain al-Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to hold a conversation.
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
What about your encounter with me?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the Academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they wouldn't suspect anything. So it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Even though I ran into the Traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to the Academia. Also, you should remember, you were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
Now that you mention it, things did go like that.
That's true. Alhaitham helped us out at Caravan Rebot as well. Maybe he's telling the truth.
I'm willing to apologize, if that's worth anything to you. I took the Divine Knowledge Capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with it before it had been properly studied. After all, curiosity often proves to be the most dangerous thing in this land.
You should be well aware, Scribe Alhaitham, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and suspicion. Answer me this. Did the sages share any information about their project with you?
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the Academia. Do you really think they would tell me anything?
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy, for now.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstandings. And now you, Dia. I believe it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so boring that I spaced out. My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is friends with the Traveler and is currently recovering from her illness at home. I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together with everyone here. But then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument. It ticked me off, and things went downhill from there.
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely sounds like your style. In that case, welcome back, Dia.
That's more like it. I missed you all so much, Candace.
A mysterious growl?
What was that sound?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home. I'll I'll take a quick trip outside to clear out some of those creatures in the sandstorm.
Creatures? In the sandstorm? Are you sure you don't want some backup?
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone without extensive training in these conditions is at a disadvantage. You needn't worry.
Yeah, just leave him to Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
I rarely use Candace,
Died down.
but I love her
That means
as
the
a character.
sandstorm's over, right? Candace still isn't back yet, though. Is she alright? Maybe we should go out and check on her.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried. Alright, let's go. We've been here long enough, and the boys are as chatty as the floor.
Okay, let's go see about Candace. Actually, what? Oh, there's Candace. She's level 32, and she has a black tassel. Is that good for her? Okay, that was meant, yeah, looking up Candace. Let's have a look. What weapon does it recommend? The Favonius Lance or the Black Tassel? Well, luckily enough, I have that as well. But I use Zhongli more, so I will enhance his. I'll keep her with one, and I'll enhance Zhongli's. Nice. Okay. But she seems really fun. Okay. Let's go find Candace outside. Okay. Time to glide. I love that she's just standing there.
Oh, Candace, you're still fighting? You've been out here dealing with these creatures the entire time?
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated. Before I realized it, even the sandstorm had stopped.
Her stamina is also something else.
Here comes another wave!
Leave this round to us. I got interrupted earlier, but now I have something to take my anger out on.
It's been quite a while since I've seen the Flame Mane in action. I'll leave these to you then.
I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go!
The wind knows it. Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
This is order.
Into the wind.
As one with wind and cloud.
No escape! comes another wave. When are they ever gonna let up?
They probably won't let up.
The creatures stopped appearing. Was that the last of them?
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm. So we should be safe for the time being.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Huh? Who are you?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full taking care of the village's elderly and children. I am the chief of Aru village. Everyone usually calls me Uncle Anpu.
Sorry for all the trouble.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now. May I ask if such sandstorms are common?
I can't say they've always been common, but recently the storms have become increasingly severe and frequent. Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes. According to an investigator who stayed in the village a while ago, these unusual natural phenomena are related to the withering of Irminsul.
Another effect of Irminsul's withering. So, Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest, and sandstorms and earthquakes here in the desert?
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul. These regional symptoms can indeed be a reflection of Irminsul's present state.
Everyone in Aru village needs to take good care of themselves. Speaking of which, why haven't I seen a single village keeper since I got here?
Village keeper? Who are they? Village guards like Candace?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru village refers to mad scholars exiled here by the Academia. Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity after a period of training in the Avidia forest. The Academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars. So, they're forcibly exiled to the desert. Though if you ask me, it's all a boatload of nonsense.
Tainari also brought this up before.
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, the village keepers have been mysteriously disappearing without a trace. But no one in the village has ever seen them leave. If you're planning to stay around the village for the next few days, I'd appreciate it if you could keep an eye out for them.
I've had encounters with those people in the past. I'll see what I can do to help.
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile. Now that you're no longer with them, are you trying to alleviate your guilt and atone for your past sins? I'm fascinated by how you think.
Mock me if you will, but if you are guilty, I will eliminate you, regardless of my position or identity.
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra. You must be an expert in these kinds of investigations. Thank you for your help.
I'll help too.
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these poor scholars. First they lose their sanity, now this! We need to help get them back home, safe and sound. But, is it really a good idea to tag along with Sino? You seem like you really don't trust him.
It'll be fine. Dia and the others are here too.
I'll be grateful for the assistance. No doubt you will do a better job than some of my former subordinates. Let's start by finding a spot to share what we know so far.
Okay. Time to go meet with Sino again. Yeah, I was gonna check. What does the enhancement do? Increases damage against slimes. by 60%. I don't fight slimes that much. What about the other weapons that they have? His is 3, which deals 9% more damage for 6 seconds. Hers is 4, which does 90% crit chance. Oh no, crit hits 90% chance to generate small elemental particles. So that's what they were yesterday. They were elemental particles that were just in the middle of nowhere. And Amber's is the same. Can I enhance hers? No. I really need to get more weapons, honestly. I have so many sharpshooter's oaths. A lot of these bows just look really weird for some reason. That everyone's got artifacts equipped. Okay. Sino. I'm here.
Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same things as before. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation?
Why do they refer to the Mad Scholars as village keepers?
One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident. The Academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru Village. A mysterious phenomenon exists here. When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. But after spending some time here, they invariably begin to calm down. Initially, the people of Aru Village greatly resented having to take in the mad scholars. But a strange incident one night changed that. Aru Village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Seeing buildings on the verge of collapse all around him, the then chief of the village was preparing to take everyone to safety. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, like a divine glow against the backdrop of night. Despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night, all the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the ground. In the end, not a single building collapsed, and no one was hurt. After that, the people of Aru Village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness, and began to refer to them as the village keepers.
Soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru Village? What do you make of it, Traveler?
It must have been Nahida's power.
I would think so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their Akasha terminals at Aru Village?
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the Academia could still monitor their activities. With that said, the main Akasha system would no longer have any interaction with them.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact that they calmed down, it was probably Nahida who calmed them.
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears you possess much more information than I do. So, what do you make of the story?
The Mad Scholar's power likely came from Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Really? Master Lord Kusanali.
What? You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanali was definitely using the Akasha to give her power to the mad scholars!
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you. I'm just struck by your reasoning. Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current Dendro Archon. Is she really active in Sumeru? The Academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They've more or less ignored Lesser Lord Kusanali, and I've never had any reason to doubt their views. In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanali and her deeds. To me, she might as well have been a god that never existed.
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... How should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's kind and wise. Even if she says weird stuff sometimes.
We saved Sumeru City together in the not-so-distant past.
I've spent many years interrogating criminals, so I can easily tell when someone is lying.
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth.
That look in your eyes. I've never seen that from a liar. You two really must have met Lesser Lord Kusanali. How can this be? To think, our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to good use for this investigation.
You betcha.
But easier said than done, especially since we don't have any leads. Maybe we can start by knocking on some doors.
Okay.
Excuse me. Are you here to help me find my grandpa?
Huh? Who are you?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isak. You'll help me find my grandpa, right?
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa. Why do you have to call him that? It's not like he's a bad person or anything.
The person you're referring to is not a local, yet you are. Why do you call him Grandpa?
Grandpa is just Grandpa. He's my family. I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you. I want to find my grandpa. I swear I'll help. I won't be a nuisance.
Ah, so you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the village chief's house. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was, but I had a vague feeling that they didn't harbor any ill intent.
Whoa. Oh, Haven wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Sino, he's just a kid. All he wants is to find his grandpa. Let's find a way to help him.
Sorry. I was only listening in because I wanted to know where Grandpa went. Honest. If you don't believe me, you can ask Miss Candace.
Please help him, Sino.
Alright. But first, let's confirm the facts with Candace.
Fair enough. Let's go. Don't know why it stopped me on the stairs. Ooh, artifacts in a pot. You will. Ooh. I can add. Oh, it doesn't sell salt, but I can add more to my list of things. I still don't know why I have 200 of these. I'll get the recipes though. I really need the recipes. Boom. Wait a minute. I've got some lag. Oh. Hi, Tom. Nice to see you here.
Manthus what?
Solidify!
Let's see, can I don't want to change the Raiden Shogun. Probably change him to... Oh, and Tom's left. Thank you, Tom, for being here. It was nice to see him, I guess. Where am I going? Oh, the quest disappeared. Oh, it's because it's put me in co-op mode. Okay. Now can I... Oh, not B. There we go.
Sino is super vigilant. Is this what all the Matra are like?
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know a boy by the name of Isak?
I had a feeling he'd go looking for you.
Huh? You knew this would happen?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him eavesdropping outside the window. He really wants to get his grandfather back. Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. He was raised by his grandfather. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very young at the time, so various families in the village took turns caring for him so he could survive. Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather, and thus often spied on the man. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, he was afraid and didn't dare to approach him. One summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid. He even noticed Isak hiding in the distance. So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak to the entrance of the village, where he patiently taught the boy the names of the stars, and accompanied Isak until he fell asleep. The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again, only to realize his grandpa no longer recognized him. However, even so, Grandpa retained his calm expression. It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy, but appeared to be living in his own world, almost as if he were sleepwalking. Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace, and would follow him all the time, asking him things like, "Grandpa, want me to take you somewhere fun?" Or, "Grandpa, could you tell me stories about the stars again?"
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel really sad. It seems like they both deserve so much better.
Perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has some form of hardship or regret. But even so, we must still continue on with our lives. It's also my reason for fighting. I must continue to protect this land.
I'm glad to
Maybe
see
the
that
people have
Sino and I are on the same
considered
page.
watching over them.
Huh? What did you say, Sino?
No, nothing. As long as Esau keeps his word and doesn't get in our way, we can take him along.
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for. Please accept my thanks on Esau's behalf, Sina.
I'm kind of liking the desert right now.
Isaac?
It's quite nice.
Oh, it's you guys.
We've cleared everything up. Let's go find your grandpa.
Really? Wow, thank you so much.
Your grandpa will be found safe and sound.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's ask the local residents some questions first.
Okay. Yeah. Act 3 has been completed. That means more achievements and more primogems. My favorite part about this game. This is the endless collecting of primogems. Commissions, more gems, guide, another wish, and I need to go... Oh, do I want to go all the way back to Sumeru Sea just to come right back again? Not really. But then I have stuff I could do. Okay, I'll go and get this stuff and then I'll come straight back to the village. These loading screens are great. I guess I just say that for them to load faster. Oh. Thing is, I don't do the commissions and I still get the things for them. So what? It was asking me to, is it just asking me to claim the rewards? Okay. Hi, Catherine. Oh yeah, I only unlocked commissions for Sumeru Sea, or Sumeru, yesterday.
Ad Astra Abyssa.
I have them for Natlan before I finished, before I even got the ones for Sumeru.
Thank you for completing.
More primogems. And there's Sumeru. I was gonna keep it on Natlan so it makes me go over there at some point. What was I gonna do? I was gonna check here. I'll need another 960. Okay, it's back to the village. Or I could get distracted again and go to my teapot again. I will do that. I am just distracting myself. Because I just love getting distracted in this game. Okay, what is my current resin at? It is full. I could do more artifact hunting in a minute. That would be quite fun.
We have put in.
Okay.
If you ever.
I also do farming. Oh, I will replant these later. I just cannot be bothered to do so right now. This is fun. Was that it? That was it, I think. Can I craft anything while I'm here? Ooh, I will need one of those, but I need to go and get more things. I think right now my priority is artifacts. I just need to go get more crystal flies because I need condensed resin. But instead,
Does Manthis wine taste the same as I remember?
please stop, Zhongli.
But where are those who share?
Zhongli, stop. This kind of makes me regret playing with Zhongli. Just constantly having him say that. But then having Kazuha like do his little haiku about home can also get annoying after a while. I say they're all kind of annoying in their own way. Okay, my party is very underleveled for this. Do I have another pyro that's quite high up other than I could do Bennett?
I won't hold you back.
Forcing him to play as a DPS just for now. What do I need for him? A lot of things.
Ow. What is that?
Okay, so he doesn't have one of his artifacts, which is really annoying. Who has it? I think it was Amber? I think it's Amber that has it. Unless I got one for her and I just didn't. I don't know. I can borrow Kaya's for now. Even though that's Icebreaker's Resolve, it doesn't have any benefit on me right now. But he does have the Crimson Witch of Flames 2-piece bonus. I will try and either get that or some Lava Walkers, because I do have Lava Walker here. The Lava Walker set, I do have that. I have one of those on him, but the rest is Witch's Heart Flames, or Crimson Witch of Flames. All the names are so confusing. Okay. Hopefully he should do a little bit more damage than Amber, as he's got higher level artifacts. Hopefully.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Illusion shattered.
Stabilize.
Everybody stand back.
I will have order.
I'm just missing every single button at this point.
Time to go.
Make sure he hits the pole instead.
Let's light it up.
This is order.
Can't blink from me.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Come on, swirl it. Swirl.
Order guide you. The birds call!
Harm to oblivion! Let's light it up!
One with nature.
Everybody stand back!
The wind knows me.
Okay, that was the longest amount of time I've spent in this one before. I usually spend about a minute to a minute and a half. This one took even longer. I'm probably not going to get anything good. It's always the Maiden's Fading Beauty that I get from the Maiden Beloved set. It's one of these I get a lot of the time. Okay, I'll focus on other things, because I just keep getting the same stuff. And that's mainly for Barbara, isn't it? Isn't that the one I try and have for Barbara? Yes. I can give this to her now and she'll have better chance of doing healing stuff. If I give her the 5-star artifacts, then that means that I can do other things with her. And then get rid of the 4 stars that I no longer need to level up. I'm trying to level up Lynette, but let's see. That is almost leveled up. That I think could use some more. Elemental Mastery is good. Yeah, I'll do this one. Upgrade the Animo damage bonus. As I say, can it not go any higher, which it should do. Yes, I know there's an enhanced item selected, which is why I chose it. Okay. So there's that one. Oh, maybe that's why Bennett wasn't doing much. The elemental mastery. That one's attack. That one's also attack. This one's HP. What does it have on it? I don't know. That doesn't. Okay. Nice. Her elemental mastery is now higher than Kazuha's, I think. It's 195 and his is 77. And he's level 80 and she's only half his level. But then her attack is much worse, especially being so far down. I can do the Icewind suite, because I do want to level her up. So I guess I'll do that instead. And yet again, welcome to Loading Screen Simulator. Where we're loading one of the longest loading screens ever in the record of me, at least. In my record of things. A rainbow rose. They look cute.
Time to go.
Okay. Are they dancing around now? They are. We
Follow the wind.
Hi. I gotta make sure I get the right one, because last time I did it wrong. I need to do the Dirge of Capellia, and not the Nemesis of Capellius, because that's the one I did last time and I didn't get the right drops. I'll just...
Solidify!
Let's light it up!
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
I will have order.
Illusion shattered.
Oh, they don't get affected by Geo.
One with nature.
There is no escape.
Into the wind.
Now you shall perish. Going in.
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call.
This is order. Stabilize.
Time to go. Wind
How dare you do that to me?
The wind knows me.
Shine down.
Ow, ow. Need my shield back.
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
Why do they never miss?
Ow.
Shattered.
Everybody stand!
Inazuma shines eternal.
Order guide you.
The wind knows me.
Off we go.
Gather.
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call.
Shine down.
Yay. Yeah, that wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be. Yeah, and I got the 2 things I need. How lucky for me. Okay. So, where is she? There. Nice. She can now go to level 48. Because that's as many things as I have. She seems pretty up to date with things. I mean, it doesn't really matter what days I do this one on now. I'll still get the things that I need and so it's this one. I don't need them too high up. Okay.
Illusion shattered. I'm going in.
The wind knows me.
Rise. This is order.
One with nature.
Torn to oblivion. shines eternal.
Nice. I knew that would be kind of easy, considering I put it down like a grade. I'll still get some more, so then I can level them up later if I need to use it for Lynette's weapon again.
Shine down. Into the wind. Teamwork is dreamwork. Fallen leaves, adorn my night. Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish. Shine down.
Ooh, new record. Last was 50 seconds, this time it was just over 30. I'm getting better at this one. Nice. So let's go ascend Lynette's weapon. She's using the sacrificial sword, which, although not great looking, it's a very interesting looking sword. I do kind of like it. We can ascend it. It is rank 1 on the refinement, but that should be okay. We're already at level 2, or level 60. I don't think I can craft chaos circuits at the moment, because I don't think I've got anything that could work. I don't think I have anything to ascend it into, basically. Or anything to make it. Or do I? Oh, I do. That's how you make chaos circuits. I will have all of them, please. Thank you. I thought I'd have to go do more domains just to do that. Nice. And now I need more of these, which I may have enough of. I have enough to make one. Okay, now I have enough to make 2. And another one. Thank you, Mona. I do admit, Mona is very useful at times. And of course I need 2 more. That's just bound to happen at this point. Oh, she's using a sacrificial weapon as well. I didn't know that. You're using just a hunter's bow, the PlayStation sword. Why, hello, Aloy. To be fair, I really should use Yanfei more. I do love playing as her, but she is so low of a level for a lot of my characters. Zhangling, I really don't use her enough. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can get them all their weapons that they would need just now, to see, because Dia has one that I own that she can use. I need to look. Prototype Star Glitter. I do have one of those, but Zhangling is using it right now. So you're going to keep that for now. Tainari has Rust, which I think is an okay weapon for him. let's have a look. Tainari is good with, for a build that I can do none of the weapons I have, so Rust is good for him right now. Yao Yao. I don't remember getting Yao Yao, but she is adorable. Okay, Yao Yao is best with the Rightful Reward, which I don't own, or the Black Tassel, which Candace has, or the Favonius Lance, which the Raiden Shogun has, or the Katane Cross Spear, which I don't own. Okay, so yeah. Deathmatch I know is good for her. It's the only one I've got that she can use. So Emily's covered. Toma. This is where I'll have to look it up because I don't know what he's good with. I think it was Deathmatch because I took it off of him and gave it to Emily, as I don't use him enough. Dragon's Bane. Who's using Dragon's Bane right now? Shivrus. Well, you can have Dragon's Bane. Shivrus. She's only just next to him. If I can actually type her name properly. What weapon is best for them? Black Tassel. It seems like everyone's using Black Tassel these days. I don't think I'll ever use Candace. So, at the moment I won't use Candace. Okay. Let's see. Sayu. Sayu uses Claymore, so either that or a Sacrificial Greatsword, which I only have one of. I do have Earthshaker, but then not really much use. Rain Slasher is apparently good, but she'll stick with the Prototype Archaic for now. I only gave her this one because of the Elemental Mastery stat. And she has that one because it is practically a weapon from Natland, so I just gave it to her anyway. Lynette has hers. She has a Skyrider Greatsword. I don't actually know what Zinyan is good with, weapon-wise. Ah, she's good with the Prototype Archaic as well. Okay, so she can have that. Because why not? The Fairest Shadow and the Blood-Tainted Greatsword. I keep forgetting what they are, but I get them a lot. Lisa has the Favonius Codex, but I don't know if she can use that fully. Lisa is good with... Let's see what weapons I've got first. The Widsith, which is the best one I can give her. And honestly, is that grapes? It's got grapes in it. She's fighting with grapes. Right, let's have a look for Noelle. Serpent Spine or White Blind or the Redhorn Stone Thresher. I don't have any of those because I don't collect weapons enough, and if I do they just get put into other weapons. Goro has Hunter's Bow, which I don't want him to have. The Favonius Warbow, is that what it is? Elegy for the End, Favonius Warbow, or Sacrificial Warbow? Or Sacrificial Bow? Well, if I give him that and then give Diona the Raven Bow, then yeah. Okay, he's meant to have the black sword, but he's holding onto the Sword of Dissension for right now, because Kaya's borrowing it. So Ayato is skipped for now. Aloy's got her own weapon, so I don't have to worry about her. Okay, he's also a Red Horn, Stone Thresher, Skyward Pride, Serpent Spine, and White Blind, so I've given him the bell, which I really should be giving to Dia because she uses that as well. Yanfei. Let's see. Yanfei is good with the Skyward Atlas, but Ningguang has that. I could give her that. It'll get more use with her if I do eventually level her up. She has a prototype Star Glitter. Okay. I also don't have that many staffs, but I hope it's something that I have. Staff of the Scarlet Sand, Staff of Homer, Engulfing Lightning, and the Catch. Very clearly none of those I own, so she's not getting a new weapon. Barbara's got Sacrificial Fragments, which I did go out and get from a wish. And I ranked it up to Refinement 3. Xingqiu. What does he get as a good sword? I went down past it. Sacrificial Sword. Well, I don't have a spare. Why do I have a level 50 Dull Blade? Odd. Is it because of the energy recharge? I think it's because of the energy recharge. Yeah, it's for the energy recharge, so I won't give that to him just yet. Okay. Razor. He is good with Song of Broken Pines, Beacon of the Reed Sea, Wolf's Gravestone, and Serpent Spine, and I do not own any of those, but he did use the bell at one point for me, so I'll give him that back. And Beidou. Let's have a look. Well, the Unforged, Wolf's Gravestone, and Rain Slasher. Really wish I had a second Rain Slasher, so I can give it to her, but she's going to stay with the Wasted Greatsword for now. I think that was the closest I can get to him, so I will skip him for a minute. You're going to have that for a minute. Ningguang's now got the Eye of Perception. Okay, Ningguang. I mean, hers is also Skyward Atlas, but I don't own a second one. She can either use Mappa Mare or Solar Pearl, but I don't own any of those. So she's getting, I don't know, the Ring of Yacha, or keep her on the Eye of Perception. She has prototype Amber, which I don't think she can actually use to her best ability. So let's see, Mona. it's the Widsith, which is another one that I can give her, the spare Widsith that we have. Just casually carrying them around. Black sword, she's got her weapon, which is the stringless. Let's see, Sucrose. Love Sucrose, barely use her. A magic guide is or sacrificial fragments. Do I have a spare sacrificial fragment? I do not. But they also recommend a magic guide. So I'll give her that. Amber's got her Favonius Warbow. Rosaria, for me, at one point did have the Favonius Lance, but I gave it to the Shogun when I got her. Yeah, it's recommending ones I don't own for her. Okay, so I'm just going to skip over Traveller. We're on to Colle. Favonius Warbow. I wish I had a second one, but I don't. Then we're back to Candace with her Beginner's Protector. She can keep that. Jean's got the flute, which took me so long to get, and she's had it for a couple of years now. And now I barely use Jean. Bennett's got Lion's Roar, which I think was the best one I could get for him at the time. And me just typing into Google Bemnet, because I can't type fast. Okay, they have updated the ones that I need for him, and he would do better with a Favonius sword. So I can probably give him this one back. And then I have to try and find someone else to give the Lion's Roar. Okay, let's see. Who is good with the Lion's Roar? Recommended characters: Kaching, Ayato, and Shinobu. 1 second. Well, I think I might end up for the stream for a bit. I might do some farming off stream, and then I'll probably be back tomorrow to finish up maybe the Sumeru story, because I'm sort of distracting myself with other things. But yeah, thank you for coming, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.